Hello and welcome back to Unreal 2 The Awakening. So, last time lots of plot happened, so I figured that I should do a bit of a recap. So we went to the Avalon, our HQ of the Terran Colonial Authority, and apparently it was under attack by the Scar. We had to hold off the Scar attack until the Atlantis could land and extract John Dalton as well as his backup Marines. But apparently the Atlantis was shot down while trying to land, presumably by the Scar. Thankfully, the artifacts that we were collecting during the whole game were not lost. And both the artifacts and us were recovered by the Dorian Grey, which was a starship by Commander Hawkins. And so Hawkins, now having all the artifacts combined, tried to fulfill their purpose, which was to convert the Kai into Tosk. Apparently the Tosk were a warrior race that lived millions of years ago, and after no longer having a purpose because their masters abandoned them or something like that, they decided to incorporate their DNA into the DNA of the Kai, which kind of makes sense when you think about it, since Kai tend to go to different places and become sort of like helpers for all the different humanoid species that you can find around the galaxy. So it really increases the chances of one of them finding the artifacts and reactivating the Tosk. However, reactivating the Tosk didn't work out for Hawkins because, for one, the one Tosk that they did reactivate did not seem to be very cooperative, and also the artifact activated all the Kai and turned them all to Tosk in the whole ship instead of just one sample. So, oops. And now, what we are doing is, armed with the Singularity Cannon, which is one of the things that Tosk used to fight, we're trying to get off the ship. So, let's go back and see how that goes. Our objectives. Find a way to play back Ida's burst transmission. Yeah, that's something that we got before the Atlantis was destroyed. And find the sector commander. Yeah, this is his ship, so we need to find that. And we don't need anything else. So yes, the Singularity Cannon, pretty cool. Very easy way to actually get rid of the Tosk. And yeah, we don't need health and shields. And this is where the artifacts were. Okay, so let's go forward. That's a holograph, like the one we had on Atlantis. So we can play back our transmission.
John, I'm recording this while you're up in the tower. Commander Hawkins just ordered me to dock with the Dorian Grey and turn over the artifacts. Suddenly it all clicked into place. General Drexler has had nothing to do with any of this. It's all been Hawkins. How could I not have seen it?
Hawkins?
But I'm not giving Hawkins the artifacts, John. He wants to use them for himself, but we're not gonna let him. Naban and Isaac are with me. We're gonna hold him off as long as we can. If he shoots us down, he'll make it look like the Scar, but you'll know the truth. He and Naban and Isaac want to talk with you too.
Leave it. Take a detail and clear a path to the escape pod. Don't kill anyone or you'll start a panic. I'll follow in a minute.
Bastard!
Yep, so apparently the one that shot down the Atlantis was not the Scar, but Commander Hawkins himself, because Ida refused to give up the artifacts to him. And yes, so apparently Commander Hawkins was the one doing all of this thing, and not General Drexler. So in fact, we were not promoted to the Marines, I think. The game isn't really clear about that point, but since everyone really still referred to us as the Marshal and whatnot, it's probably pretty clear that we were not promoted to the Marines after all. We were with the TCA at all times. And now it also makes sense why things happened as they did on Janus, because we were supposed to save the scientists there, the lead scientists on the artifacts. And, well, we were given an order afterwards, quoting General Drexler, to get rid of him, which makes no sense because he is the highest person on the artifacts. So, now it makes sense, because probably at that point, Hawkins managed to figure out what the artifacts were supposed to do. And probably he thought that that scientist had too much information about the artifacts, and he had to be put out of commission. So, yeah. Basically, Hawkins, terrible person. And we don't have time to look at the rest of the burst transmission because Hawkins is here somewhere. But let's go around and look for things. This is pretty cool. It's basically an observation deck from which we can see the Dorian Grey, and we can see some of the breaches in the hull made by the Tosk, probably. And there's also a station here. This kind of reminds me of the view from the Pinnacle station in Mass Effect. But, again, this game came before Mass Effect. So, yeah. Oh, and that's pretty cool. So let's go up here. And find the Sector Commander. Completed. Hi there. He seems to be looking at consoles. That's a reference to Unreal 1, because those are consoles that you see in the ISV CRAN. I'm not actually sure if these textures, which are clearly more high definition than the ones in Unreal, were taken into account by Die Hard, because, well, he was the one making S3TC textures. But whatever, let's see the cutscene.
Come with me to the escape pod, John. All I have to do is push this button and the ship will plunge into the sun. It's the only way to kill these Tosk. But you and I will live to fight another day. We'll learn to control the Tosk. And then we'll rule to...
You killed my crew.
No, I
trusted you.
John, she wouldn't give me the artifacts. If the Scar got them, it was my duty.
I believe in duty too, Hawkins, and now I know what mine is.
Warning. Course intersects star FG708. Enemy danger to ship. Course correction advised.
Yeah.
Bastard.
We're leaving the artifact here. Unfortunately, even the black hole is not enough to destroy the artifact. Also, these panels are incorrectly placed. Obviously, they are flipped, which is actually what it was in Unreal as well. So that's an interesting throwback. But yeah, so Hawkins. I do not agree with with his reasoning that the Scar would have taken the artifacts and it would have been the end of the world, because clearly he knew that it would activate the Kai. And as far as we know, there are no Kai on the Scar worlds, so they would not have any reason to have the artifact at all. And from what we knew, at least, the Scar only were involved in taking the artifacts because everyone else were trying to take the artifacts for themselves. So they just thought that it would be a good idea to do so. But yeah, not for any other reason. Also, these are pretty nice terminals. You can see that obviously in Unreal 2 they made everything look quite a bit more modern than you could see in the first Unreal. We now have consoles that have... Okay, whatever you say, guys. You guys have fun there. So, as I'm saying, the consoles here, this one is not active, and the other ones were. They also kind of remind me of the consoles in Mass Effect. These ones are a bit lower tech, but still, the idea is pretty similar. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the whole design of the place. So now the plan is get to the escape pods. So yeah, like Hawkins said, he had a course plotted to the closest star. Now the idea is, well, for Hawkins the idea was to destroy all the Tosk, take the artifact to the escape pods, escape, and then do some more research on it to determine how to control the Tosk. So that he could, I don't know, have a personal Tosk army or something. But our plan is to have the artifact plunge into the sun.
Course is locked.
And while that probably would not destroy the artifacts, you are having fun there. That won't destroy the artifact, but at least it should prevent anyone else from getting the artifacts until the sun collapses. Because, well, you can't really recover anything from the sun very easily. So let's save here. Let's see how... Okay, it's just the Dorian Grey this time. And let's get rid of the Tosk. Oh no! Double KO. Oops. Welp. Clearly not what we want. What is going on? Okay. So now that Tosk is dead. Technically they should not take more than one shot, because the singularity cannon just destroys everything instantly. Because it's a black hole. Obviously, that's what it does. Uh-oh. No going back. Okay, this place. There are these vats here, and in fact, gravity is lower in the Dorian Grey. So you can jump higher than usual. And you can actually get inside these metal vats. But if you do get inside, you will not be able to get outside. So you're just stuck there forever. So let's not do that. And there's not a whole lot in the place here. Oh, there's one of those Marines that tried to fight the Tosk. That didn't work out. But obviously you don't need health anymore. You don't need shields anymore. You just need to be the first one to fire the singularity cannon. So let's go forward.
From star FG708. Course correction advised.
Yep. Hi guys.
Foreign matter detected inside containment field. Now at half power and falling. Repairs required.
Uh-oh. Well. Whoa, low gravity. Much lower gravity now. Why are there grenades and health and stuff here? I do not know. Oh dear. Welp. Yeah, let's not do that.
One billion kilometers from star FG708. Course correction advised.
There's pretty much no air control in this game, so... Oh no! I keep falling off. Sheesh.
One billion kilometers from star FG708. Course correction advised. Gravity engine compromised. Foreign matter detected inside containment field. Now at half power and falling. Repairs required.
Go away. Thank you for going away. Now let's save. Before I fall down again. I'm kind of wondering if there's anything there. I assume I would die if I went on this glass, but let's see. No. Huh. Wow, that's interesting. So I can walk on the glass. I cannot go into the coolant below there, obviously. But I can walk on the glass. Huh. Interesting. Never actually tried that. Not that... Whoa. Oh, no. Okay. Well, that went fine. Wow, the air control is terrible. Let's try and do something decent this time. So first go to the opposite side. And let's see what we can find here. Oh, so this is where the announcements are made from. Okay. There's nothing on the gravity generator itself. They're the things from the Marines. When a singularity cannon projectile hits someone, it of course sucks everything in, including all the weapons and other pickups, as well as even particles. So that is pretty nice. And here... No, I cannot go here. Okay, so I'm supposed to jump all the way up there. Good to know. Oops. Hit the head. Oh, come on. Get up there. Get up there. Don't fall down to here. Maybe if I try jumping from here. Uh-oh, I can't stand on this. This is not supposed to be a problem. Come on now. Jump! Trying to mantle up and it isn't working. Oh. Oh, okay. So I'm supposed to just go here instead. Well, that kind of makes sense. Not when I fail to do that anyway. Also, the music here seems to be from hell. Alright, I made it here. Don't go too far. Thank you. Finally. I'm thinking that this is closed. Certainly is. So we only have one way to go once again. Kind of makes you wonder if it's possible to go on the other side, but I don't think so. It's too high up, I think. It's difficult to get even up to here, and that one is higher. And... use the failing gravity to get to the upper levels. Yep.
Hold breach in cargo bay 4. Sealing off area.
No! Don't close the door!
Welp. Okay, so what is where? And what's